Baker Mayfield is out in Berea and by all indications ready to go. Mayfield came into camp this year, by all accounts, in great shape, ready to improve from what was a disappointing second season in the NFL by his standards. One thing is certain, his new head coach, Kevin Stefanski, has been very impressed with his new quarterback.
I went down to see Baker March prior to everything going crazy. So that was really our first time to get in person and talk about life and get to know each other, if you will, down in Austin. So from that moment until now, I've been very impressed with Baker. He is all ball. He understands his role. He understands what we want him to do in this offense. He's doing it on the field, just watching him get through the cadence and kind of line people up. Very impressed with him. I know Andrew mentioned, how the shape he came in, and it's really impressive. He did a nice job, and that just doesn't happen. There's a lot of work that goes into that, and he clearly has done the work. Your job is to make other people better, number one. And in order to do that, you really have to get to know guys, and you got to know what makes them tick. And I think one of his strong suits is understanding his peers, his teammates, and he works at it. So that is definitely a strong suit of his. Yeah, I think just that relationship, as everybody knows, the head coach quarterback relationship is important. I hope to travel to see many different people, in the off seasons. But I just felt like it was important for me to sit face to face with him, meet his family, kind of get to know each other, and that's something that I will continue to do. And that's really been, that was a charge going back to March, and even now the charge is we got to get to know each other real quick, and we want to come together as a team, and part of that is we really got to work. I have to work hard at it. Our coaches, our players have to work hard at getting to know each other in a bunch of different ways, so that we can, come together and get ready to go practice and play. And there's just this element when you are virtual, when you do have two separate locker rooms, when you have the plexiglass up, you have to work extra hard to come together.
Kevin Stefanski talking about his quarterback, Baker Mayfield. Let's welcome in Browns beat reporter here on cleveland.com, as well as for the Plain Dealer, Dan Lobby. And Dan, it's a big year for Baker Mayfield. We've talked about it. He seems to think it's a big year for him. That's the reason you come in ready to go the way that he has, and pretty much has impressed everybody within the organization.
It seems like it. And we also heard from Austin Hooper earlier this week, and he said that Baker Mayfield was a big reason why he wanted to come play in Cleveland. He loved his arm talent and his swagger and all of that. And as far as Baker being in shape, this is one of those things where, I wish we could have been out there to see it, but as you kind of follow along on social media, on Twitter and Instagram, you see, earlier we saw Browns players posing in their uniforms for their media day, and Baker does look different. He looks different than he did last year, and he kind of admitted at one point last year that he put on more weight to maybe be able to take some more hits, and it appears that's gone. And the focus that Baker has, or at least appears to have to this point, as Kevin Stefanski said, he's all ball. That's a really good sign for the Browns heading into this, and it just shows the importance for Stefanski to go to Austin and meet with Baker Mayfield and talk to him almost right away in this process. It just shows how important the Browns know this year is for him.